Hello folks, welcome back. Once again, it's Samuel Golden. You will recall in the last video we talked about your learning to fly and getting your medical certificate. If you missed it, check it out down in the description. Today, let's talk about where you'll learn how to fly. You could attend a flight school, hire an independent flight instructor, join a flying club, or maybe even purchase your own airplane. Let's break these down into more detail. Option 1 is a flight school. These schools are certified by the FAA and usually offer structured programs to train pilots. Flight schools often provide a specific learning path using a fleet of airplanes and a regulated curriculum. However, approved flight schools may come with a higher price tag due to overhead costs. If you like a more structured or academy-style environment, this may work well for you. Here's a link, up there, to a handy list of flight schools near you. Your second option is to look for an independent certificated flight instructor. Wow, that's a mouthful. Let's just call them CFIs from now on. These CFIs work for themselves and often have much more experience. They also offer flexibility and personalized training. They may own an airplane or have a way to provide one that you can train in. If you prefer a more personalized and flexible approach, an independent CFI might be the way to go. To find one, you may have to ask around at your local airport. Plus, here's an online database of CFIs that may help you in your search. The third option is joining a flying club. These clubs pool resources to purchase airplanes and sometimes rent airplanes from local owners. As a result, they offer cost-effective rental rates. Plus, they provide a sense of community and often organized group activities. If you enjoy socializing with fellow aviators and want to save some money, a flying club could be the perfect fit for you. There also may be fellow flight instructors who are members that can teach you. There's no database for flight clubs, but an internet search will make it easy to find them. Lastly, as extreme as it sounds, you may consider buying your own airplane. Now, hear me out. New airplanes can be very, very expensive, but a used, basic, and well cared-for airplane will be much more affordable. You'll still need a CFI to teach you, but owning your own airplane gives you the ultimate freedom and flexibility, and by the time you're a fully certificated pilot, you will be well-versed in your own aircraft. Check out this website. Even if you're not in the market, it's pretty fun to start browsing airplanes. Okay, one last point for today. As you do your research, you may hear some folks talk about Part 141 and Part 61. These are two sets of rules that govern how to train new pilots in the US. There are many differences, but the most important for today are these. Part 141 refers to an FAA-approved flight schools and requires less time but is much more structured in the content and sequence of training. Part 61 refers to independent flight instruction and requires more total time, but is more flexible in how the content is learned. I personally have trained in both rules, and I can tell you neither is necessarily better. It simply comes down to personal preference and what you have available. All right, that's it for today. See you at our next session together where we'll dive into how to pick the perfect instructor for your flying journey.